Why are character action games so fun? This series is about understanding them, not optimal play, using Ninja Gaiden Sigma as our game of choice. So, most videos about Ninja Gaiden, on how to play it, how to master it, ask people to focus on too many things at once. You have to constantly recenter the camera, master on-landing UTs, which I haven't taught you yet. Do the wind walk, block, dodge, jump dodge. And for the majority of players, all this information is overwhelming for the first playthrough. It's just too much pressure on, and you focus too much on not failing or mastering these optional techniques that you forget to have fun. And I think the most important thing, or the most important event in every video game is just having fun. Why hack and slashers are fun is because they provide you with variety. You don't have to use any of the advanced techniques, but if you want more, if you want to look even cooler, or your character to look even cooler than he is right now, you have the option. You have basically endless possibilities. Because the skill ceiling is so high in character action games, you're limited only by your imagination. Well, and the number of techniques, obviously, and weapons. And that's why in every video I'm asking you to try to learn new combos, try to master aerial combos, try to see if you can do the counter attack, for example, or master the I wouldn't say master the counter attack, but try it a few times, see if you like it, see if you have the reaction. Who knows? Maybe you'll get it from the get-go. Maybe it will take you a bit of time, but just so you know that those options are there for you to try them out whenever you feel like you're having difficulty, or to try them out just to vary your gameplay. Maybe you'll find a technique that's just speaks to you, like for example, for me personally, it's the what's it called? It's the flying swallow, and I forgot the other one that really speaks to me. So those are my favorite techniques. And like I said, and I'll repeat it over and over until we get to the last chapter, I'll repeat the same thing over and over again. The most important technique in Ninja Gaiden is blocking, and we should really focus on it. So what we learned already about blocking is that you can just block, you can roll from block, and you can jump roll, like this, which is very useful if you want to cover more ground quicker, or if you want to get out of a sticky situation quicker, right? Oh my god, I haven't read this. I should have read this, but I think it's an introduction to the city itself. Let's see, can we info? Wait, archives, I think it's in archives. Wrong button. I think it's in archives. No, letter from Murai. You wish to find the dragon, you must blah blah. No, this is not it. So yeah, my favorite basically techniques are Izuna drops and flying swallow. Counter attacks, like I said, is not necessary to master, but again, if it speaks to you, just use it, yeah, and shooting is just shooting the bow and arrow. So let's go on. Let's see, what do we have here? We have the usual. Okay, this is a counter, as you can see. Nothing fancy, just the basics, making sure you finish off the enemies when they are on the ground, making sure to block. Here you go, like some movement, just to traverse this map a bit faster. And now we are in the capital city. Let's see, what is this? Interact. The surface of this pedestal contains a depression. It looks like it was meant to display a tablet of some sort. This is a very important location. We'll return to it a bit later. but it's a very important location in the game. You will see why. Interact. What does this say? A huge statue depicting two serpents facing each other. The power of the statue to float large stones in the air clearly shows it was not made with modern technology. It must be the product of an ancient age. So let's... Oh, it feels like it will begin moving again at any moment. Yeah, it will, eventually, but not right now. So you can leave it. So what do we have here? Like I said, in Ninja Gaiden 1, one of the more important aspects of the game is exploration, so I advise you to explore everywhere, go everywhere, and because we wasted a lot of healing potions with the last boss, it's very good that we have a healing potion already restored for us. So let's check the map. What does the map say? As you can see, the map is humongous. So we have two pathways, right? So let's try to take the right one first. Whoop. It says it's locked, god damn it. But if you look carefully, you see there's something in that vase there. So we kind of want to get there, you know? Let's try and explore. Okay, okay. And my favorite move ever. There you go. We got some money, kill the enemies. Again, the basics. Always remember, we block. It doesn't matter what happens, we just block. There's a lot of bodies here, by the way. The corpse of a ninja killed before he was able to complete his mission. He's holding something. Let's see what he's holding. Oh my god, another technique. Again, it's a technique that's not a guillotine throw. It's a technique that's optional. If you want to master the game or you're able to process everything I'm saying and everything I'm trying to teach in this video or in this series, you can try doing this technique a few times just to see if you like it or not. Again, every time I'm explaining a technique, I advise you to try it out. Maybe it will speak to you. But again, this is one of those optional techniques which is not really necessary to learn. Like, you have more than enough things to learn during a first playthrough. So if you want to try it out, but it's one of those techniques that's very good, but it's not fundamental. So what does it do? It says, contains the technique guillotine throw, in which Ryu grabs an enemy's neck while jumping and uses his momentum to toss the enemy for a high damage. So it says, while jumping forward, the direction doesn't really matter, you have to jump towards an enemy. Press X and A. Again, like the explanation, the tutorial itself is not very good per se. But the idea is that whenever you are in the air above the enemy, you can press X and A, and you will grab the enemy by its shoulders or by the head, don't really know, and throw him. You might think this doesn't sound very useful, but not is it very useful. It's also overpowered, and I will show you why. Because most humanoid enemies are vulnerable to this move. You have a bow and an arrow, you have some arrows, okay. But we have more than enough arrows, so let's see. As you can see, I'm trying to use the dodge roll to my advantage. Let's see, who's here? Counter, and we have this new enemy, Grenadier. A tactic against the Grenadier, if you don't have time to deal with him at the moment, you just approach him. So he drops the grenade launcher. After he drops the grenade launcher, he doesn't pick it up ever again. So you just got rid of the Grenadier. Even if you can't deal with him at this moment, right now, you just disarmed him. There you go, my favorite move. And the second favorite move of mine. And we also refilled our life, right? Now, let's continue. Again, like you're seeing, I'm not doing anything special, no fancy moves. I haven't yet used this new technique, maybe I should have. But I'll demonstrate it in this new area. So, how was it called? I forgot. It was called guillotine throw. Yeah. So how do you use guillotine throw? Well, you can jump towards the enemy, but it's difficult to aim, right? So let's see. Wait. I actually was expecting it to work. No, wait. Oh crap. I'm in so much trouble. Because I want to demonstrate. Because you don't want to use it this way, but... Okay, guys. Okay, let's... Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do, man. It's definitely not what I want to do. Oh, come on. Screw you, buddy. Let's take some life back, right? So basically, to do the guillotine throw correctly, yeah, it doesn't work like this from a jump, I can see. Alright. Oh, no, I didn't want to kill you, no. Let's see, if I revisit this area, I think it should respawn these guys. Yeah, it did. That's good, I can hear them. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm jumping off their heads. The correct way of doing guillotine throw, or the way everybody does it. So the description says, while jumping forward, press XA. Yeah, I'm jumping off the heads. So the way to do it, there are actually two techniques you have to use to execute guillotine throw correctly. Give me a second. The first one is called... It's unlocked from the beginning of the game, and I didn't want to overwhelm you with information, with an unnecessary, so to speak, information, or optional information, which is, if you go to Dragon Sword and check the moveset, at the bottom of the combo list, somewhere at the bottom, there will be something called, where is it? There you go, Wind Run, the second from the bottom. The second move from the bottom, it's called Wind Run. What does Wind Run do? So, you know how whenever you have to execute a swallow, flying swallow, you have to jump towards the enemy, and you have to aim and use your stick to jump towards the enemy. Well, Wind Run automatically jumps towards the closest enemy. So you don't have to press any button whatsoever. Wind Run automatically jumps towards the closest enemy. Now, this is how it works in combination with the second skill, with the... Where is it? With the... Technique scrolls, guillotine throw. So they work together. This is how people use it. So you have to press X plus A to jump towards the enemy, doing the Wind Run. And then you press X plus A again when you just or right above the enemy. So we'll do this. You don't need to press any buttons whatsoever. No directional buttons, nothing. Wait. Crap. No. There you go. This is the guillotine throw. And it's very effective against simple enemies. Some of them will die altogether if they hit a wall, and some of them can be finished afterwards quickly with a stabby stab from above. Yeah. So another use. Oh crap! I did an advanced technique. God damn it! Another use for the Wind Run. And the Wind Run again, like, look what I'll be doing with this guy. I'm just pressing two buttons. Oh, not like this though. Yeah. And I killed him. I forgot. Yeah, but the point is, whenever you're doing Wind Run, you don't have to press any buttons other than X and A. You don't have to aim at anybody. The Wind Run will auto aim you towards the closest enemy. So you can combine this move, and you can see. So let me first finish the idea. You can combine this move with the Flying Swallow. So instead of aiming like this, jumping towards an enemy and doing the Flying Swallow. Obviously, I cannot do the Flying Swallow right now because there's no enemy. Therefore, whenever I'm pressing Y, it just does a drop to the ground. But if there would have been an enemy, I would have done a Flying Swallow. But the thing is, sometimes if you manually aim, sometimes you can miss the Flying Swallow and you can get in trouble and get damaged. The safer way of doing Flying Swallow is to do the Wind Run. So press these two buttons and then Y. And you can see the difference if you successfully executed the Wind Run in the animation, right? So if you look beneath Ryu's feet, if I just jump forth, this is a normal jump. Nothing happens, he just jumps. But if I press X and Y, you see, there's an animation of like a wind below Ryu's feet. You see this? So this is how you know you've executed successfully a Wind Run, right? So now you have a move that combines with our previously learned techniques with Flying Swallow, so you can just automatically aim towards an enemy and do a Y, Flying Swallow, or you can combine it with our newly learned technique, however it's called, Guillotine Throw, yeah? To press X, Y, you jump towards an enemy, and just when you're above that enemy, you press X, Y again, and you will grab the enemy and throw him. Now, that was a long-ass explanation, I hope. And what did we find? We found a new weapon. Personally, another long-ass explanation incoming. So now we have 3 weapons. We have Dragon Sword, the basic weapon, an awesome weapon. It's good against every enemy in the game. Dragon Claw and Tiger Fang, the 2 katanas, again, awesome weapons. If you like them, you can use them. And my personal favorite, the Lunar Staff. At level 1, it's nothing special. It gets special, or it becomes special, when you upgrade this weapon. And why it's special? It's because it's an area of effect attack. It's a crowd control weapon. What does that mean? It means that if you are having trouble to play the game up until now, and I understand this, it's a new game. Oh, we found the tablet, a piece of the tablet. A strange power can be felt flowing through the fragment. It is certainly not an ordinary stone. So if you've had issues with controlling the environment or trying to get out of sticky situations, or you're constantly losing life because, again, like too many enemies and can't follow the movement of all of the enemies every time. Oh crap! Wait a second. We need a different weapon here. Bow. Like I was saying, this is a very good weapon for crowd control. So if you're having trouble fighting more than one enemy on screen, get my favorite weapon, the Lunar Staff. You will find that crowd controlling or fighting multiple enemies won't be as difficult as before, because when Ryu spins the Lunar Staff, it attacks enemies all around him, so you are pretty safe during attack. I mean, when I say pretty safe, I mean sometimes you're not safe, but for the most part, you will notice a significant increase in utility and a significant increase in your survivability if you start using Lunar Staff. But again, at level 1, it's not very impressive. We need level 2 for this. Oh crap. Okay. Stop it. I don't like this nonsense. Wait, no. Crap. Yeah. I'm not the... Oh my god. I hate this so much. Okay, the second one. Okay. We killed the enemies. Now, to get there, there's a secret. Not a secret, but something new. Oh, and we have to read this, by the way. It says... Oh, come on. Tutorial, come on now. When in doubt, look for the color blue for the path. So, the first color blue. You jump here. Not like this, you jump here. Okay, you grab it. So this is the way to get to the balconies. We're running out of life, but this won't be a problem in a second. Oh crap. Right. Come on, man. He's very slow, like takes his sweet ass time. So we'll utilize Life of 1,000 Gods here. Like I said, it's useful to immediately use it. Wait a second, where is it? Supplies, there you go. Value. No, it's here. And we'll do another thing, by the way, which I haven't done and haven't taught you during the... And we also can eat Life of the Gods. Last time we bought an armlet, and we'll equip it actually. The armlet increases reuse defensive power. And I would advise, if you're having trouble again with the game, equip armlets. They're there for a reason. There are different types of armlets. Just use them. There's another thing I have here, enhancements. Enhancements are usually gotten after you finish a specific mission or anything like that. There's a reason why I have so many of them. It's because I finished the game already once, and I think they're carried whenever you're restarting a new game on normal. I think they're carried through. You'll have a lot less of this, but again, whenever you have like new enhancements, again, just utilize them. For me personally, on first playthroughs, one of the more efficient ones are, let me see, boosts power of blue essence. What does this mean? Whenever you're eating the blue essence, or I don't know, sucking that blue essence into yourself, it will restore a lot more life, you know, compared to when you don't have this equipped. So this is one of the more useful ones. For sustainability, this is a very useful item to have. Anyways, I won't equip it right now because I don't know when you guys are getting it, but I will save. And we don't really care if we die right now, right? Because, again, we just saved. And here is another weapon. So now look at this. Now you have a ton of weapons. The game really starts to grow or to expand its variety of weapons. So let's see. Melee weapons. Now we have the Dragon Sword, Nunchuck, Lunar, Dragon's Claw. Use whatever weapon you like. Try them out. But if you're having trouble in the game, I definitely recommend you to use the Lunar. It's my personal favorite weapon. And we will try Nunchaku, just to see how it looks, how it works. Again, all weapons in Ninja Gaiden are useful. All weapons can be good. Of course, he grabs me. We'll grab this one. This guy will try to... Come on, guy. Oh my god. Well, and that's the Nunchaku. Now, Ooh, more life. We'll get this. Of course. Why not? Free life. Always get free life. Always consume blue orbs. Now, we'll run here, and there's another secret here. Look at that. You also have a rat here. Kinda helps you. It's like, look at me, look at me. So we find another Life of the Gods. Okay, good. Let's jump down. Let's see nunchaku combos. As you can see, a ton of combos again with nunchucks. A lot of X's that end with Y. A ton of combos. Not my favorite weapon, but again, if you like it, you like it. What is this? The door is locked. On the lock there's a lily symbol. So for now, we can't do anything about this. And I'll save again. Just because I don't want to redo sections of the game. If I accidentally die. Right? And again, I'll use the nunchucks a bit. So you can see how it looks. Oh, yeah, okay. So we have another door here. Let's try and open it. Nothing. But above we can see something interesting, right? A sort of a chest and some sort of a lever. It kind of tells you something, right? There's a lever on top. Huh. What to do, what to do. Look at that, another tutorial. What does it say? It says, Tyrone is a city divided by multiple gates. If you search, you will no doubt find the secret to opening this gate as well. Well, I don't know about secret, but if you just look and try to investigate like a true ninja, you will notice that there's a pathway towards this sort of balcony. Let's try and follow this pathway, see where it leads. But before that, there's another door here. So let's go up here and see what's going on. Ooh, okay. And there you go. These are the nunchucks. Now, let me think for a second. Okay. Now, we got a new enemy. Now, this enemy a lot of people call cancer. And there's a reason for that. They throw exploding shurikens, which aren't fun to deal with. For newbies, for average players, it's frustrating because they will pepper you with those exploding shurikens, and a lot of people won't know how to counter this, right? Let's see what this guy does. A simple combo, nothing special. Another combo, okay. Another combo. You just wait until they finish the combo and you attack them back. Oh, you see, there was a lot of damage from the shurikens. But if you roll through it, if you roll through the explosion, you'll be able to avoid getting damaged. This is the safest way to deal with this. There you go. That's it. Just carefully, just be patient. But they have another move they haven't done yet. Let's see. No, not this one. On harder difficulties, they spam that move a lot. Let's see. Not this one, no. This one, they love to grab you. They love to throw shurikens and grab you. They really do love to do that. So, oh crap, okay. So, the way to avoid them grabbing you is, right before they grab you, they roll. whenever you see them roll on the ground, you have to roll with them. So whenever you see them roll, you also roll. This is how you avoid their grab. Meaning what? Sometimes when they roll, they don't grab, and sometimes when they roll, they do grab. But in order to avoid their move, you have to constantly roll with them. So this is how you fight these enemies. This is the simplest strategy you can invoke or involve in order to counter them. But here we encounter the Muramasa's shop. So let's go in. So I would advise anybody who has issue with the game, or in general, who only starts with playing Ninja Gaiden, the first one, only starts playing video games, and chosen to play Ninja Gaiden, to go to Muramasa's shop and... Hello. Such a nice guy. Now, we found more scarabs. Okay, very good. Now, I would advise anybody who just starts with this game to just upgrade Lunar to level 2. This is the first thing you want to do. As soon as you got Lunar, upgrade to level 2. Now the weapon becomes amazing. And it's only level 2, but it's already amazing. So we'll swap to Lunar. And I want to show you how effective this weapon can be at managing multiple enemies, which is... It's not difficult to do, but more difficult to do with a sword or with double swords than with something like a Lunar. And that's, like I said, the reason is because Lunar was made for crowd control. So, what else do we have here, by the way? Blacksmith shop. Great spirit elixir. Arrows, like I said, always keep arrows restocked. Always. That's a rule. They're very cheap. Armlet of the Sun, what is this? Ryu attack power increases. If you want, you can buy one of those. I'm not really interested. What is this? This is the map to the capital. We'll buy it. Why not? Smoke bombs, you don't really need to restock. Unless you're using them, in which case you could restock, but they're not very cheap. So be careful not to waste all of your money, because you'll need money for other upgrades. Now, let's see, should I buy? I'll buy a few smaller elixirs, just in case. Yeah. Okay. Now, a thing I haven't taught you yet is a more advanced technique. Again, it's completely unnecessary to master it during your first playthrough, but it can be useful to just know about it. Maybe for your second playthrough, maybe for a playthrough of a different Ninja Gaiden game, but it's very useful to know. It's called on-landing UTs, or on-landing ultimate technique charges, or on-landing Ys, whatever you want to call them. And what you're trying to do is, let me swap to the sword. So, whenever you're charging your Y, first level, second level, yeah? So whenever you're charging your Y, you can see Ryu pulls the sword back. He's like, how should I say it? He's like, tries to take it back as much as possible. I don't know, just there's a movement before it starts charging. Look at this. Moves it and then charges it, right? To avoid the initial animation, you can do a on-landing UT. You can just jump neutrally, for example, like this. And press Y right before you land. And you avoid this animation. Look at me. You avoid this. All of this bit, like, look, all of this bit, you avoid it. He immediately starts charging. Yeah? You immediately charge. So when I'm landing, the sword is already glowing. Here, it starts glowing a bit later. Meaning you save a few milliseconds, but the thing is, whenever the sword starts glowing, you start attracting the orbs. And this is what you want. You want to get that ultimate technique charge as fast as possible. If you do it from the ground, like this, it's a lot slower. So it's like you start charging and now you start sucking the orbs in, right? But if you jump and do it on landing, you will start attracting those orbs or sucking in those orbs immediately. But again, It's and by the way, you have to press Y during this technique right as you land on the ground. So right when I'm very close to the ground, this is when I'm pressing Y. So look at the gamepad. Yeah. Now, this is an advanced technique. Again, you don't need to know it to finish the game. It's not really necessary. But if you have some brain power, additional brain power left, do this. We'll charge our UT to level 2 and we'll release it because it looks cool, you know? There you go. There you go. And now look at the size of these orbs, yeah? The orbs are a lot larger when you kill an enemy with UT. Meaning what? Meaning they give you a lot more money, right? And like I said, to disarm that guy, you just get close to him. He drops the grenade launcher, and that's it. He's useless now. He's a normal guy. We do this. Crap. Now, what we'll do right now, we'll utilize the Wind Run against this guy. Like this. Bam. And we also restored our health bar. There you go. It's a success story, so to speak. I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but like I said, a lot of the techniques are optional. The fundamental technique you need to learn is blocking, rolling to the side, because you're repositioning. A very important move, by the way. And optionally, you can also learn this technique because it gets you out of a sticky situation faster. So, roll jumping. These are the 3 techniques I want you to focus on, right? But the most important one is obviously blocking. Up to now, you should have already memorized this, that in this game, you want to block constantly. It's not optional. Otherwise, you will waste a lot of life. A group of ninjas dressed in black garb act with wicked intent in Tyrone. They are members of the Black Spider clan and they act behind the scenes to hinder our progress. Do not let them leave Tyrone alive. Okay. So, first thing, we come by this water fountain and we find a scarab. Very good. Now, let's look at the map, this piece of the map. We are here. We need to get at the blue circle, but the gate is closed. So, what do we do? There's something here, right? But how do we get inside? Well, we are a ninja, so we can do this. Oh, I'm not that good of a ninja, apparently. Right, we jump on top and then come here. And oh no, it's a trap. So now we're taking out the Lunar. Let's deal with them hardcore. Come on, guys. Okay, not like this though. I want them to kind of surround me or come closer. Yeah, but not like this. Come on. Oh, like this. Look at this. Look at the control. They can't do anything. Oh crap. Okay, now they can. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not even trying too much. You know? I'm not even trying too much. And I'm destroying them. I'm absolutely destroying them. You still need to block. You still need to be careful. And this is one of the more dangerous enemies in the game. And I'm just playing around with them. I don't really care. This is the power of Lunar. You just destroy enemies with it. We have an interesting door here, but for now, you can't do anything about it. You need to have an item or an interesting weapon. There's a door over there, but it's closed. But we'll just go there. To cover all bases, so to speak. Yeah, the door is firmly shut, so we're going back. Now, we have another bit that we haven't explored, this one. You see? I'm attacking both of them and I don't really care. He can't do anything to me. He's still alive though. That's surprising. See? I make him whiff, I roll towards him or back, and then start attacking. And he can't do anything to me. But again, don't be cocky. This game will punish you if you get cocky. You still need to block. And look here. We found a secret pathway of sorts. Okay, let's jump here. Good. Now let's do a wall run. Very good. What is this? The corpse of a ninja, killed before he was able to complete his mission. He's holding something. Let's see. A diary. January 24th. The woman that I saw tonight in Vigor, she was extremely beautiful. I must persevere to keep my wits about me. Perseverance, patience. Who is this woman, by the way? February the 2nd. I encountered her again. That woman slays the beasts as if they were flies. The vicious way she fights is so unlike her beautiful appearance. A perfect example of extreme intensity. She's no ordinary female. February the 6th. During a fight with the Amsat, I slipped up and suffered a grave injury. He slipped up, you know. I cannot reach my black spider brethren. My provisions are almost gone, and my life is near its end. Death during an assignment is the wish of every ninja. He's ninja and he slipped. A problem. But we still have no clues regarding what happened to the evil dark dragon blade. That is my only regret. All that is left is for me to trust my comrades and accept these last painful moments as my destiny. February the 7th. Although I have become so weak, I still await my death. Although I know it's only a matter of time before I perish, I wish I could glimpse that woman one more time. Interesting. Interesting. And we find another scarab. And look what we got. Look what we got. To the balcony. To the balcony at which we were looking in the beginning. Oh, holy lord. Okay, let's pull the lever. The door has been unlocked. There you go. This is how you unlock the door. Now let's open this bit here. Okay, elixir, which restores our magic. You just destroy them with this weapon. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You just... He has no chance. You just destroyed all of them. Oh, let's not forget the money, yeah? They're useful. Now you come this way, and we're full on life, by the way. We're doing very good. Now, let's continue. Pleasure Street, the Red District. Again, let's block. Let's see what they can do. Like I said, watch them roll. When they start rolling, you wanna roll. Now you wanna roll. Okay, we're good. Now you wanna roll. Yeah, we're good. Now let's attack a bit. Oh, okay. Okay, let's start this bit here. Okay. Okay, we restored some of our life. Oh, I didn't know that works. There you go. Okay. We lost some life, which is fine.
A ticket for the party?
Now, these enemies can be considered a boss, especially for somebody who plays the game for the first time. First of all, if you're using anything other than the Dragon Sword or Dragon's Claw, you have to swap to Dragon Sword or the Dragon's Claw. Nunchak on Lunar are not very effective in this fight. Now, how do you fight these motorcyclists? Well, let's see what they do. They drive around, they shoot, and if you stay in one place, they will break your guard and they will damage you. So I'll drink a healing potion just in case, just so I don't die accidentally, right? Right, so you can dodge. They're not very mobile. I mean, they are mobile, but not... They can't really stay on your ass too much, right? So you just dodge around, watch them, and you have a few options here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Charge. Charge Y. One option is to charge. Okay. I'll drink another one just in case. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. No, that's not fine now. Crap. Crap. Okay. That's a problem. That actually becomes a problem now. There you go. So that's one way of dealing with them. Okay, that was a problem. Again, because I... There you go. We got down one of them. One of them down. Okay. Now let's try to get the other one down in a different way. We'll use Wind Run. Come on, guy. Come here. Come here. Nope. 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 Almost. Come on, man. Come here. There you go. So you do the guillotine throw against this guy and you immediately get him off the motorcycle. So two ways of dealing with this guy. If you're having trouble executing guillotine throw, all you have to do is just charge Y. Wait for them, charge Y. It doesn't have to be a full charge. You charge Y. When you release Y, you're invulnerable. That was my bad. There you go. Right. Now, we get the Lily key. Right. It's a fiend. Is this the woman that ninja was talking about? Who knows? I think it might be her. Stopped for a chat.
I'm Rachel, hunter and slayer of fiends.
So that was a fiend.
You don't see them much nowadays. It's hard to believe they were ever human, isn't it?
Human?
Anyone with susceptibility to the curse, whether they are a saint or a sinner, can succumb to it and become a fiend.
So what does that make you?
Complex. And you?
Complex.
I'm looking for a greater fiend named Oku.
Good one.
Do you know him?
Why are you looking for him?
None of your
I'm
business.
going to kill him.
Oh my god.
You have no idea what you're up against, do you? If he could be killed, I would have done it myself long ago. He was the one that took my sister from me.
No. How could he?
It's gonna be a busy night.
Oh my god.
You seem to have quite a way with the ladies, my friend.
Oh yes, thank you very much.
Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. By the way, good luck with that Doku guy. Sounds like you're going to need it. Oh, and I know Rachel quite well. She'll be just fine.
I am going to need it. You sure about that? Have you seen me fight? Come on, man. Relax. Disappearing act. Abracadabra. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Chapter 4. No boss, but like I said, the two motorcyclists at the end feel like a boss because a lot of people don't know what to do with them. Because, less a ninja, there you go. But I've provided you with two very good ways of dealing with those guys. Either use the guillotine throw or charge Y, and you will be just fine. So, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll try answering those in the comments on a different video. Up until then, see you guys.